What's up guys, Alex here, Defqon Vegan. I have a great video for you today that I've been meaning to do for a long time, why I, as a bodybuilder, went vegan. So it all started back when I started dating my amazing girlfriend, Amy, which you've seen plenty of times on here. Amy was a vegetarian when I met her. We started dating in January of 2015, so almost 2.5 years ago. And as I said, she was a vegetarian. Now this was totally different for me because I, at the time, was pretty much a disgusting carnivore. Just about the only thing I ate was meat. I ate about 6 to 7 pounds of meat a day, tons of cold chicken breast out of Tupperwares, beef grounds like 70% protein, 30% fat, beef crumbles, what are they, ground beef, it was disgusting. I was not, even to most non-vegans, my diet was pretty gross. So that was where it started. That's how far I've come. And at the time, vegans were silly to me. I pretty much hated vegans. I was like, why don't you eat meat? Like, if you want to get big and you want to have muscle, you need to eat meat. That was pretty much my mindset on everything at the time. Meeting Amy as a vegetarian was pretty different for me, but we made it work. It was totally fine. She just didn't eat meat. And I learned a little bit about cooking vegetarian food, cooking things not focused around meat, but it didn't really change my lifestyle so much. So in May, about 4 or 5 months into us dating, is when Amy decided to go vegan. I've totally, fully supported her, and I wanted to help her learn a little bit more about vegan food and how to be healthy on a vegan diet. Because she's my girlfriend, I'm into nutrition and bodybuilding, I want to make sure she's safe. Because in my head, I was like, whoa, you're going vegan, this is dangerous. We got to really start focusing on your diet, make sure you're not protein deficient, calcium deficient, vitamin deficient, because you know, eating plants is not good for you. Started learning a little bit more about a vegan diet, which was really cool. It was interesting to me, but again, didn't affect me personally. So fast forward a little bit, it's been 8 months of Amy being vegan, telling me all about how everything I'm doing is horrible for the animals and none of it's good for me and all this stuff, but mainly she was focused on the animals, which at the time I didn't care about, and it saddens me to look back and see that, but at the time I just didn't care. These farm animals, what are they, just cows, pigs, it doesn't matter, they don't feel anything, and this is probably all done in a humane way or anything. So she'd show me the slaughter videos, I'd see that, you know, it's not done in a good way, but it just didn't affect me at the time. Now what did affect me is when I started learning that you could not only have, but build muscle on a vegan diet. This was mind-blowing to me. This totally altered my perspective on everything that I believed about nutrition. So it started with little changes for me along the way before I even knew about the fact you could build muscle, and I did all these little things that I thought were a big deal, which weren't that big of a deal, but what made a huge difference is that Amy supported me. And that's my message to you, any vegans watching this video. If you're working with somebody and trying to help them to go vegan, you need to support them through every little thing that they do. Maybe they didn't eat steak today. To you, that's like, well, you didn't eat steak, that's not a big deal. But to them, it's really huge. They're really trying to make a small, even if it's small, difference to make you happier, and you need to support them through that. And that's what made it, that's why I'm vegan today, because my girlfriend was massively supportive. All the little changes that were, looking back, probably infuriating to her that I thought they were so big, all of these little changes are what made me vegan today. So please support any of your non-vegan friends who are making the smallest changes in their diet, because it's a really big deal to them. So that was kind of the stage I was in when 8 months into it, she showed me a guy named Torre Washington. Hold on, I totally have the timeline wrong here. So Amy went vegan in May, and I went vegan beginning of September. I was always thinking it was 8 months, but it was August, September. Okay, so about 4 months. I was thinking this is 8 months. About 4 months into this is when Amy shows me a guy named Torre Washington. Now, Torre Washington is an amazing vegan bodybuilder. Dude is so ridiculously shredded. I looked at him at the time and said, you know, he looks good, he's real lean, but he still looks vegan to me. You know, he's probably not all that strong. He doesn't have a ton of muscle. He just looks really lean and cut, which is cool and all, but that's not really my goal. Like, I'm sure he's healthy, he's doing his thing, but he looks really vegan. Today, I now know that he's a lot bigger than he actually looks. Like, he's so lean that you would think he's smaller, but he's really huge. Like, Torre Washington's awesome. So definitely check him out. All of these people that I'm going to mention here, by the way, links in the description below for their social media, whether it be YouTube or anything else. Make sure to check them all out, because they had a huge impact on me as well. So she shows me Torre Washington. You know, it's pretty cool, you can build muscle, blah, 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 but I'm doing the Chris Gethin bodybuilding plan. I need 300 grams of protein a day. So it had to come from steak and ground beef and chicken, or I wasn't going to get big. Now, a little bit later, she shows me Patrik Baboumian. Now, this guy is where my perspective really started to change. So Patrik Baboumian has won Germany's strongest man. He's probably one of the strongest human beings alive, and he is 100% vegan. The German branch of PETA, everything is Patrik Baboumian. There are pictures of him with like spinach in his teeth and everything. He's awesome. Dude's a gigantic, amazing activist teddy bear. He's ridiculously strong. Like, I didn't know you could be strong as a vegan, and it was really, really cool to see that. And he said something that really, really stuck with me. I may not have the quote exact, but the message is what got to me. And essentially, he said the reason that he's vegan, that he doesn't consume animal products, is that he couldn't kill it himself, so why should he deserve to eat it? If I can't kill something myself, why should I deserve to eat it? And that really hit home with me. That really struck me and was like, wow, you know, I couldn't even kill a mouse. I probably couldn't kill, I definitely could not kill a cow or a pig or a chicken or anything. And there's no way I could ever go hunting and shoot something. I couldn't even kill a mouse. That really started to affect me. I was thinking about that and realizing that, hey, I couldn't do any of this. Why am I paying other people to do this for me? But I still didn't go vegan. That still wasn't enough to fully get me there. But that quote was ringing in my mind, so it was starting to affect the way I was thinking. And that's what kind of triggered me to start making changes. So I began by cutting out red meat, and I wasn't really committed to like going vegan or even vegetarian yet. That was just my kind of small commitment. Like, well, I definitely couldn't kill a cow. And so for health reasons and for ethical reasons, I guess, I started to cut out red meat. Now, where I really started to shift is when she introduced me to a YouTuber named Jon Venus, specifically a video of Jon and his brother Liam, who is extremely knowledgeable about nutrition as he's studying medical, was talking about specifically cholesterol and how you don't need to eat eggs every morning to get external cholesterol to have testosterone in your body. Now, this was huge to me because I was eating like 6 or 7 eggs a day every morning, and I hated eggs. I was just eating them because, oh, you're gonna take in a bunch of cholesterol. The more cholesterol you eat, the higher your testosterone's gonna be. All the while, I'm looking at my best friend Brett, who's eating at the same level as me, but a little worse as far as dairy goes, drinking a full gallon of milk every day and everything. And he had just gotten back from the doctor and had high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and his like triglycerides and everything were all out of whack. So we're starting to realize, hey, this isn't sustainable for our bodies. At the same time that I'm seeing Jon Venus and his brother talking about eggs and how we don't need to eat them. So this is where I was kind of like, whoa, something clicked in my head. I think I could go vegan. And I'd already been in the process now of taking out chicken. I think I was pescatarian at the time that I saw that video, so just fish. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go vegetarian first. So I cut out all meat. Fish is not a vegetable, by the way. Fish counts as meat. So all I was taking in was dairy, so milk, yogurt, cheeses, cottage cheese every night, and eggs. And that's what I thought was vegetarian and healthy at the time. So that was where I was then, and I decided about 2 weeks into that why should I don't even like eggs and milk. So I just cut that out entirely and went vegan. And then probably about a week after that is when I realized whey protein wasn't vegan, and then I cut whey protein. So then I was 100% vegan. So that was on September 21st that I fully went vegan. About a month into that, maybe 2 weeks into that, is when she showed me Brian Turner, who 2 months before me had went vegan. So it was also really cool seeing another bodybuilder who went vegan about 2 months before me and seeing what to expect. And it definitely was not muscle loss. Even when I just went vegetarian, 3 days into vegetarian, I remember going to the gym and benching with Brett and throwing up 135 easier than I ever had in my life. Like 15, 20 reps, rattling the plates, threw it back, jumped up, and I was like, oh my God, I have so much energy right now. And Brett's like, what have you changed? I was like, well, I stopped eating meat. And he's like, what? Aren't you gonna get small, bro? That's basically how he thought. And even I was like, I don't know about this yet. And it was jumping into totally unknown territory. And I encourage everybody to get out of their comfort zone regardless of what it is, and this was a huge out of comfort zone thing for me. And then, like I said, I went vegan, went fully vegan on September 21st, and I never looked back. As a result, I gained more muscle than I ever had before. I was breaking every PR I ever had. I had so much energy, I needed less sleep. And all this might sound crazy to you, but these are like proven scientific effects of a vegan diet. It's easier to digest things, it's easier on your body, so you don't need sleep. You recover quicker because you're taking in a ton of glutamine. You build muscle quicker because your body isn't struggling to digest meat and all these other harmful things that are going into your body. You're eating very, very clean. Even a junky vegan diet is cleaner than the best meat eating diet just because of what they do to meat and eggs and dairy and all these things nowadays. It was just incredible. I was lifting harder, I was picking up heavier things, and it was mind-blowing. Just seeing those results are what really hit home for me. And And then it started to move on, not from just nutrition, but I watched Cowspiracy. I learned about the environmental effects. I watched Forks Over Knives. I learned more about nutrition. I learned about the animals and what this is doing to our planet. Not eating meat and just being vegan is the best thing you can do for your body, for the environment, for the animals. And it all just started to make sense to me, and it became my lifestyle. And I just couldn't encourage you more, if you're not vegan, to try it out. Do your own research before you totally dismiss it, because it has changed my life. It has made me who I am. It's made me such a more understanding and empathetic individual to animals and other humans, which will get you farther in life. And just more, the energy is the biggest thing that I can talk about. Maybe it's something you've seen in my videos. You see how I'm constantly upbeat and excited, and I definitely accredit a large part of that to my diet, because I feel so good and so light and so clean and so strong, and it's just different. It's something worth trying. And if you are vegan, never doubt it. Just, if you have any questions at all about nutrition or you're not feeling right, please comment, talk to me, and I can help you out, because I love vegan nutrition. It's probably the thing that I am most passionate about right now in my life, and that I intend to stay passionate about for the foreseeable future. I want to continue and get my nutrition degree and learn more about vegan nutrition and do everything I can to help people understand that this is the best diet for your body, for the planet, and for the animals. And that is why I went vegan. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like it up, comment, let me know how you went vegan, any questions you have if you're not vegan. I'm here to help. I will respond and I'll help you out. And subscribe if you want to see more videos. I'm working on a bulking series right now if you're interested in that, so please check that out, how to build muscle, or how I'm building muscle on a vegan diet. And share this with a friend, vegan or not. Especially if they're not vegan, share this with them, because like I've said in my other videos, seeing somebody with muscle, I'm not huge, I'm not the biggest person I've ever seen, but I'm a very muscular vegan, I'd like to think, at least. So seeing people with muscle who are vegan made a huge difference in my life, and that's what really got me to where I am today. So share this with a non-vegan friend, help them out, maybe this is something that'll get through to them. If you're not vegan and you're watching, do that research. Trust me, this is something interesting, worth learning about. And if you are vegan, keep doing you. I love what you're doing, and let me know in the comments below how you went vegan. And that's all I got for you today. Again, thank you so much for watching, and remember to always eat plants, get huge. Aren't you gonna get small, bro?